All right, here we go. Okay. Is it a hump or a drop? What do you say? You got to twist your words in every which way, because the motto will always dictate what you do. Everybody knows that you've got the model affliction blues. Is it a straight line or does it curve? Some people unclamp it, but that is absurd. We all know that the model will always dictate what you do. Everybody knows that you are model afflicted blue. Model affliction. It's your addiction. That model affliction. It brings you so much pain. It's your ball and chain. Conflating curvature with elevation change has got your local distance just out of range. That old biggie is gonna dictate everything that you do. And everybody knows that you got the model affliction blue. It's your decision defending the model position. You just don't know the geometric proposition. That old ball, it'll always be illogical to you. That's why perpendicularity is a puzzle to you. Model affliction. It's your addiction. Model affliction. It brings you so much pain. It's your ball and chain.
Well, and we are live. Welcome everyone. It's Monday. Model Affliction Monday. What a day we've had. Bank holiday Monday. I hope everybody had a good coronation, crowning. Anybody bothered with it? Don't know, but not myself. Good day all. I don't really know what we've got planned for today. Doesn't really look. This must be something else on Bank Holiday Monday. Who really cares? It's a bit much really as well, because it seems like people are a little bit upset about the Mick West and us becoming debunkers. We've had a few people around, conversations with people. No, I don't know. maybe, I don't know. I don't know whether anybody can be really bothered about anything tonight. It's a bit. Who's bothered? Shall we? Anybody got anything? Shall we just call it a day? Anybody got anything they'd like to talk about, or is everybody had enough of the model? Is it boring? I think so. Anybody got anything else? Who cares about the model? Well, there is different models, obviously. There's not just one model. There's different models that affect you and the way you discuss and talk to people. I think I had a little bit of a conversation today about how people perceive arguments that are already there. But they perceive them as arguments when they're not really arguments. They're just really statements of... they're questions, but they get them wrong because they have a preconceived model that they think. And I don't know. It's a little bit strange, to be honest. So, having the conversations we've had today, since we've become debunkers and asking people about certain things, it's become apparent that there isn't any way to explain certain things about certain models. Like sometimes you just have to say, well, that's the way it is. It can't really be explained because nobody's ever attempted to explain it. And especially within this arena. We've been here asking questions about certain things and there's nobody to explain it. So what we've done is we've developed a way of explaining it, but certain people don't like the idea of us doing that. I've been told just recently that I don't know, I'm defining things correctly, and that upsets people. Defining things that don't really have a definition. And in the past, there are words that have been taken out of the usage, the public usage, because, well, they're not really needed anymore. For instance, paralogisms. That's like a false truth that you take it on as a truth. It leaves people in states of cogdis. And then you have epohe, which is another word that we use that's been taken out of public usage. And that's a state of releasing dogma. Because, I mean, modern day times, people haven't got the idea that they don't have to take on dogma. Dogma being anything that isn't provable, that's told to you by the great shadow giants. You just have to take it on, accept it as the word. But there's a difference between old words that have been taken out of usage because, I don't know, just because they're not popular anymore. Maybe a little bit. They're used to explain certain things that it's a bit uncomfy to talk about. But what we've been told off about recently, or not say told off, but we've noticed that there are people commenting on the fact that we are defining things that don't seem to have a name or a definite. Well, they have a definition, right? That there is a use for them, so they have to be defined. Now, defining these things correctly is the use of definitions, right? So you can say with a definition. You say something that it's similar to, and then you say what the difference is. For instance, the rumpus pole. Now, the rumpus pole is a new concept, but it is the difference, the calculated difference between horizontal and level. Really, it's the difference between two horizontals. It's the equipotential surface at one place when the angle measured to the other place, but this is particularly the opposite side angle, the opposite side to the angle of equipotential, and that's the rumpus pole. It separates the two horizontals. Now, there's a bit of a bone of contention whether it's perpendicular at the base horizontal or perpendicular at the elevated horizontal, the one that isn't the base. Rumpus will be making it very clear within his video. But there is a bone of contention, obviously, because Mick West has labelled surface level a straight line, and therefore there's nowhere to place the rumpus pole. Just not possible. And rumpus has gone missing, of course. He'll be putting finished touch into his videos. We're going to have there is some help. There is some help coming for rumpus, but I'm not too sure whether he'll accept it, since he is the head globe mathematician. I can't keep doing this. Has anybody got anything else to do? This is boring. Keep doing it. Nobody wants to talk to us. They know their model's fucked, to be honest. But hey, we're going to do our best to try and explain it. We know that nobody's going to want to even attempt this. Nobody can attempt it. And it's a shame because there's a load of people running around talking about stuff with their heads up their arses. No explanation for anything. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't really know what we're going to be doing today. I didn't really have anything planned. Bank holiday Monday and all. It's hard work. It doesn't look like anybody's around either. Wonder where do you go once you've found that the only people that can explain a model is yourself, and nobody wants to talk to you about it. There you go. I think that says it all. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about? No? Short show today then. No.
Nothing special. Everyday life.
Yeah, I've already done like 3 or 4 hours of talking to people about a ridiculous model and them running around. I don't
Difficult to speak to people with model affliction because they cannot take argument.
It's hard work to talk to people without model affliction because you end up putting model affliction into them. And who wants to do that? The only people that are actually bothered about this thing are the people within this arena, which we're not really bothered about the arena. But we have found some pretty interesting facts that not many people seem to be bothered about. I'm not too sure whether they care. And they're much better off, right, without us, because we seem to be causing problems for, you know, the backwards and forwards between the model afflicted. There's two different groups, and they both need the same thing. They both need a model. In fact, they both need each other to have an unrealistic model, whilst completely ignoring reality. So I don't know. I think it's Bank Holiday Monday. Nobody's really bothered, are they? Everybody's sat down, doing whatever. Anybody wants to come into Discord, quite welcome to. Anybody in the chat's got any topics they want us to talk about? Otherwise, it's Bank Holiday Monday. Who cares? No one. I can do a. How long have we been going? We've been going quarter of an hour. Okay. Well, that'll do for us, I think. I can't keep doing nothing, can I? Okay. Thank you very much. It's been a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, perhaps. Who cares? See you later.
All right, here we go. Okay. Is it a hump or a drop? What do you say? You got to twist your words in every which way, because the motto will always dictate what you do. Everybody knows that you've got the model affliction blues. Is it a straight line or does it curve? Some people unclamp it, but that is absurd. We all know that the model will always dictate what you do. Everybody knows that you are model afflicted blue. Model affliction, it's your addiction. That model affliction, it brings you so much pain. It's your ball and chain. Conflating curvature with elevation change has got your local distance just out of range. That old biggie is gonna dictate everything that you do. And everybody knows that you got the model affliction blues. It's your decision defending the model position. You just don't know the geometric proposition. That old ball, it'll always be illogical to you. That's why perpendicularity is a puzzle to you. Model affliction. It's your addiction. Model affliction. It brings you so much pain. It's your ball and chain.
World famous Buster.